it's Millie. So I just wanted to make this little video real quick about my summer TBR because I just finished work for the summer. I work at a school and I was helping out with summer school, but it just ended. I have a 3-week vacation to Texas to visit my family, and so I just thought I would go over the books I'm gonna bring with me, which are a lot. But yeah, let's get into it. I thought we would start with some advanced readers copies that I have. I only have one physical, and then I have two like e arcs. But number one is Mona Awad, All's Well. So I got approved for this arc for like an electronic arc of it, but then I was at Goodwill with my little sister and I found this copy. Like, it doesn't come out until August, for $2.30. So now I can physically read it instead of reading on my laptop because that hurts my eyes sometimes. But so I'm like super pumped. Mona Awad, she wrote Bunny. I'm not sure if any, if you've read it, you should. It was like #1 horror book last year, I think. But it's so good. And this one's about this theater teacher just dealing with trying to put on a play, but she's like addicted to painkillers, and like the students want to put on Midsummer Night's Dream, I think, by Shakespeare, and I don't know, it deals with that. It's rock girl summer for me, so I'm really excited to get into this. Love the cover, it's really nice. I can't believe I found it at Goodwill. So then the other two arcs, I have them written down in my little notebook, is, I'll put it up on the screen right here, as Happy Hour by Marlo Granados. This one is written kind of in like a diary format, and it follows this one British girl that is in New York for the summer with her like best friend, and just, I guess they're like selling stuff at markets, like clothing, and just trying to like get by and dealing with like finding yourself. I think I read maybe like 60 pages and I just haven't gone further, and it kind of, I like the concept. I like anything like depressed, finding yourself, New York, young woman, like it's like what I like to read about. And then the next one, again, will be right here, is Everyone in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austen. This, from what I understand, the book is about like this, she might be lesbian, she might just be like bi, I don't know, but she was going, and she has really, really bad like social anxiety, maybe she has bad something, and she is going in for an interview, I think at a church, and for like a secretary, I think she gets it, and then like the old secretary that she's replacing like died, and like someone thinks that this like young lesbian lady is that dead woman, and she like keeps up a correspondence with like this dead woman's friend. I think that's what it's about. Don't quote me on that, but it's an arc. I don't know when that one comes out. I think Happy Hour comes out in like September. I think it's already out in the UK, but yeah, I'm really excited to read those two. Thank you, NetGalley, not sponsored, for giving me access to those books. I'm really excited to read them. And my next two, just two poetry collections. So number one, Mary Oliver, Blue Horses. I'm obsessed with Mary Oliver. I have the receipt still in here. I just really like reading her. It'll be nice to just pick this up when I want something quick to read through. It has one of my favorite poems in here. It's called, hold on, let's find it. The Fourth Sign of the Zodiac. So good. I've already read that poem, obviously, and I've read some of the other poems in this collection, but I'll just go through it, read it by myself. The next poetry book, War of the Foxes by Richard Sykin. I just read Crush and like absolutely devoured it, so pumped. I got this used on Alibris, so there's no writing in it, which is really nice. But I do like like a good little annotation. So whatever, I'm really excited to get into it. I hear that this War of the Foxes is really different than Crush. It's written 10 years later, and it kind of deals more with like art and painting. Richard Sykin's also an artist, so I'm really excited. I really like his writing. So yeah, if you haven't read Crush, go read it. Changed my life. Now we're getting into my library books. Yes, I am checking out books from my library in Arizona and bringing them to Texas. But it's only because my mom's library, I kept searching up the titles that I was really interested in, and then they don't have them. So I was like, I don't want to bring all of these books in my bag, but looks like that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I'll start out, I have them arranged by size, you know, so no rhyme or reason to the order of these, but again, it's Rock Girl Summer, so these are all about like depressed ladies as far as I know. Again, I only know very base vague plots, but pretty pumped. So this is The New Me by Haley Butler. All I know is that it deals with someone named Millie. And she's like a 30-year-old working at a temp job, just dealing with like that and like being alive and like not really sure like if like what your purpose is, I think. But yeah, I heard it's called like, it's like, some have said it's like a little bit of a ripoff of My Year of Rest and Relaxation. Well, I don't know if I want to say like ripoff, but like my friend Ra was like, you will never be Otessa Moshfegh. But honestly, I want anything that reminds me of My Year of Rest and Relaxation, because I loved that book. So I just want some more of it. I'm really excited, especially to read a character named Millie, because the only other like fictional character named Millie that I know of is Millie from Bob's Burgers. So but yeah, so I'm excited for that one. It's nice and short, so you know, she's a skinty legend. I do just want like short, quick reads. And also the reason I have so many books is because I'm really indecisive. And I like to be able to pick and choose what I'm reading and just like go back and forth and, I don't know, find something nice. The next book is Weather by Jenny Offill. I think that's how you say it. You can totally see my ring light because all these library books have the protective covers, but whatever. This one, I don't know too much about it. I think it's about this girl this lady, this young woman perhaps, I don't know how old she is. She works at a library, and I don't think she's like actually like qualified to work at a library. And like someone knows that, and I don't really understand what happens, but she also is like giving advice for someone's blog, I think about like global warming. I don't really know anything about this book. I was just like, I'm a librarian, like, let's read it. So really no reason for that. I do really like the cover. I think it's nice. It doesn't look too short, but it is a really like tiny book. I know my hands don't really tell you anything, but it's tiny. So again, excited. It's gonna be a common theme here. I'm pretty excited about all of these books. The next one is Good Morning Midnight by Jean Reese. I'm not quite sure how to say this. This book is like original like depressed girl living in a city book, I think. That's what I have thought of it in my head as. But it takes place in Paris in the 1930s, I believe, and it's just like this woman dealing with like alcoholism and like apathy towards others and like wondering why she's here. Again, there's a common theme to these books. Like, I am predictable. We know this. But yeah, really excited. Ra, my beloved, told me to read it. But then I also was trying to read an article about some books, like My Year of Rest and Relaxation. Can I say that on the first try ever? Apparently not. And a few of the other books I have in this haul were in it, and they mentioned this book. So it was called I'm Not Feeling Well at All. I don't remember the author. I will insert a screenshot here, and I'll also link it down below. I couldn't finish it because at the time I was reading Severance right here, and it was like 100% spoiling it, so I was like, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna read the books that they're talking about, and then I'll go back in. But so that's kind of what inspired my Rock Girl summer reading list. But yeah, so the next book is Want by Lynn Stager Strong. I'm not sure if I pronounced that first last name right. I don't think I know what this book is about. Let's see. Grappling with motherhood, economic anxiety, rage, and the limits of language, Want is a fiercely personal novel that vibrates with anger, insight, and love. She's in New York, and I think she's like an academic, and I think she's like bankrupt, and she's dealing with that through spending more money, and like I think she might be terminally ill. Again, don't really know, but I know it deals with addiction, spending lots of money as a coping mechanism, like as it said, motherhood, that kind of stuff. So I just thought it fit nicely into it, into the theme. But yeah, so again, excited about that one. Relatively short. Cover also bangs, so we're gonna read that one. This is The Answers by Catherine Lacey. This was also in that article I was talking about. So again, I don't really know too much about it. Mary Parsons is broke. Dead broke, really. Between an onslaught of medical bills and a mountain of credit card debt, she has been pushed to the brink. Oh, okay, so I might have been just confusing Want with The Answers. So maybe this is the book about someone spending all her money to deal with like what she's going through, which I think is illness. But then this one's also about like bankruptcy too. Not sure. I think they both also take place like in New York City, so it's like really, you know, hard to know the difference if you haven't read them. But I'm really excited. I think this was like 2017. I think the cover's really cool. Again, sad girl summer, New York City, wanting to change your life, literature. That's what we're doing. The next one, again, inspired by that article, You Too Can Have a Body Like Mine by Alexandra Kleeman. This deals with three people. They're unnamed. They're A, B, and C. So I'll just read the first like two sentences. A woman known only as A lives in an unnamed American city with her roommate B and her boyfriend C, who wants her to join him on a reality dating show called That's My Partner. I know it deals a lot about like body image, like what you eat. I think anorexia. I'm not too sure. But again, it was in that list. It sounds like, I don't know. I know that like the other roommate B is like trying to become roommate A. Like tension there. You know, like relationships. Working through being with other people. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Because I haven't read it yet. But I'm excited to read it. You know? So I can read that article that I talked about. My last physical library book is a little, I guess it's like still in the same vein because it's like some girls in New York City, but it's like a thriller. It's a thriller. It's called Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I checked this out because my friend Ashley put it on her Goodreads, and then I read the description and I was like, yeah, a house sitter and like a fancy Manhattan skyrise, like I'm on board. And then like another house sitter that she meets in the skyrise like goes missing, and like she's trying to find like a murderer, I think. I don't know. I've heard this author really hit or miss. I've never read any of his books before. I do know it's a man. This is a pen name that he uses because women writers sell better, which I won't get into how I feel about that. Like, just admit that you're a man. It's like, it's fine if you're gonna be a man. And write women, but like just be upfront about that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm like pretty excited. I don't really read a lot of thrillers or like mysteries or stuff like that, but I'm really just trying to redeem how horrible The Maidens by Alex Michaelides, or Michaelides, that Greek guy. I just need something to redeem just how horrible that book was. Like, I'm sorry if you read The Maidens and you loved it, but I need something better. Like, I need a better thriller, so I'm hoping this remedies that. You know, because it's like, it looks pretty long, but I don't know. I like the setup. You know, the synopsis sounds kind of killer. I don't know anyone that's read this, but, you know, Ashley said she wanted to read it, so I want to read it too. You know, I trust Ashley. Oh, another book that I'm gonna read, I cannot remember the name of it, but Ashley, Beth, and I, my two old roommates, my best friends, we're gonna read it together. It's the book that the new Netflix horror movie that Amanda Seyfried is in. I don't know what it's called, so again, inserting a screenshot of it here, but we're all gonna read it. I just need to finish the last book I'm reading, which is Ottessa Moshfegh's Death in Her Hands. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, it's an ebook, so I can't check. I just need to finish that, and then I get started on that audiobook, but like, we want to read it so we can watch the movie together over teleparty and have a ball, you know? Again, I want to get more into scary stuff, thrillers. I think I'm ready. I might even bring more books to Texas because I am so indecisive. I am a Pisces. I have like Misery right here by Stephen King. I want to read it. Beth said it was really good, so I trust Beth. I want to read it. I have some other books. I'm gonna not try and name them, but if I have any other books that I want to read, I'm really gonna attempt to not bring my physical copies and use my mom's library card. You know, I want to be responsible. I want to think, hey Millie, you have like 32 hours on a train. Like, do you really want your bag to be filled with books? And I'm like, no, that does sound pretty nice. So I just might have to like save a book or two for the train ride home. But yeah. Let me know what you're reading. Is it Rock Girl Summer for you? I'm saying rot, by the way, R-O-T. I just realized it kind of sounds like I'm saying rock, which also, you know, I was a rock collector in my youth, so not mad about that. But yeah, let me know what else you are reading for the summer. Any good thriller horror recommendations? Like, I'm in the market. I told you, The Maidens, I hated it. So let me know. Let me know what you are reading so I can read it too. And yeah, I'll try and make a wrap up of these books. I really can't promise that I'm gonna read all of them, but I have 3 weeks. I'm unemployed. I'm gonna try. You know, maybe I'll do like a reading vlog in Texas, like poolside reading, walking to the lake and reading, sitting in my mom's living room reading, you know, like, I don't know. You'll see. I don't have a schedule for how I post or how I make videos, so thank you so much. Bye, have a good day.